Starting my makeup by moisturizing my face and using a sunscreen to protect it from sun damage. And right away, I am adding some color. This is by rom&nd and it's in the color Dusty Beige. It's a very, very neutral, beigey pink lip color. Right after I have some color, I'm jumping into my brows, and I like to do my brows off right in the beginning of my makeup routine because once I have my frame ready, once I have my brows, done and it frames my face well, I can use very little makeup products, like very little of base products, and get away with looking prim and proper without much effort. So I like to spend my time doing my brows thoroughly using this very thin micro tip pencil by Mars Cosmetics. It's a very cheap alternative to very expensive brow pencils. And the biggest tip for mature skin is to use very, very little amount of concealer. Here, I'm not even taking the normal amount of concealer that we use normally because I am just targeting the spots. Okay, I'm taking a very micro tip kind of a brush and placing the concealer that's a very close match to not exactly a close match, but a tad bit darker than my skin tone. I'm using the color Almond in L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer, and I'm just, placing it on the spots, okay? Very, very fine detailing brush and placing it exactly where I need it. And when you do this, your concealer will not crease. Your skin is not going to look like you have makeup on. It's not going to look like you have concealer, tons of concealer on. It will look like your own skin but better. And give this concealer to sit on your face for at least a few seconds, at least 30 seconds, I would say. And once you give this time to set it on your skin, you just need to tap on it and it is going to blend beautifully into your skin, giving you that flawless finish with a lot of coverage that you want. And for this, I'm using a fluffy blending brush, like a fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. That would be an apt brush to use because you need very, very light tapping motions. You don't have to drag or pull or tug at it. You just have to tap your brush very, very light-handedly onto wherever you've placed your concealer. And if you follow this tip, I'm sure you will be amazed at with how little concealer you can get away with looking flawless. You don't really need a ton of base products to make yourself look flawless, and this is a very good tip for beginners and a very good tip for makeup for mature skin. I would consider myself mature skin. I am 39 plus. I am going to turn 40 this year, and this works absolutely miraculously. And now that I have my scars covered very beautifully, I'm going to highlight only where I need highlighting with a lighter color concealer. This is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I'm using it just where I need some lifting. Highlighting will lift the features that you want to bring forward, and that's exactly what I'm doing, dotting it exactly where I need it with the same precision brush. It is a lip brush which I'm using to place my concealer in. So you can pick any lip brush and use the same to place your concealer. First, make sure that you uh, place some concealer on the back of your hands and take the precision brush to pick from the back of your hand. Do not use the doe foot applicator of the concealer directly on your face because you will end up putting too much, way too much than you actually need. So when you have this much of concealer, when you have this little amount of concealer, There's no way you will crease. There's no way it's going to cake up or bunch up on your skin. And you are going to look like you have absolutely zero makeup on your face. And topping off with this e.l.f. Blush. If you want, you can skip this step and just use a tint, a Benetint or anything that you like, but I'm using a full-on blush because that kind of I like that blush look on my face. And since I've used a pinky toned lip tint, I'm using the same color family blush. This is a very mauvey pink blush color that goes very well with such lip colors. And see how beautifully it blends into your natural skin. Everything comes along, and I'm topping off my lip color with some pink gloss. This is by rom&nd or Etude House. I list the products below because I'm doing a voiceover of my makeup video and I don't exactly remember the shades or the brand names that I'm using. And curling my lashes. And while using the mascara, make sure that you hit the base of your lash and do not overdo it, because that will kill the natural look of this makeup look. And there you have it, very fresh looking, very minimal, perfect for mature skin. You can see how fresh your skin looks, and it doesn't exaggerate any kind of fine lines, and it looks like you have absolutely no makeup on. Subscribe for more, and I will see you soon.